Have to give credit where it's due, Captain. You've done an amazing job delivering this cargo. I always knew you would.
Skavik never would have gotten you this far.
And he would have pawed at me the whole trip. I definitely traded up. No one has ever come as close to finding Nocdrayan's riches as we are now. How will you spend all that reward when you finally get it?
I was thinking I might hire an army of Wookiees.
What you lack in practicality, you make up in style. Your last job is taking the men and the carbonite to these coordinates. It's a restricted area. Only us and the buyer will be there. That's right. I'll help you negotiate this deal personally, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll do most of the talking.
We're finally teaming up, huh? Interesting.
The terms of the deal are very specific. If I'm not there, you don't get paid. I'll run ahead and make sure everything's in place. Meet me there with our friend in the carbonite. Use this access card to enter the restricted area. I'll see you at the delivery point. This is a big moment, Captain. Bigger than you probably realized. I've waited 10 years for it.
What is this place?
A private medical facility. So private, it's only ever served one patient. Dr. Chayla, let's introduce the captain to the man in carbonite. Begin the procedure.
Estavolab megmindig uge. Oze gisazos homaleban. Zogalatoteni azertoje.
How long has it been?
10 years. I'm sorry it took so long, but I finally have everything you told me to find.
Come closer, Risha. Let me see you.
I'm different now.
Not that little girl constantly underfoot. Now you are my heir, my legacy.
Captain, meet my father, Nocdrayan. I believe I've mentioned him once or twice.
I never believed you were really dead, Nock.
Then my daughter wasn't doing her job properly.
Sorry I wasn't completely honest, Captain. I promised Father when he entered Dr. Chayla's hibernation treatment I'd never tell anyone the truth.
You're a good liar, I'll give you that.
Trust is a vice for the weak. I learned that the hard way. 10 years ago, one of my lieutenants deliberately infected me with a disease. It's deadly, incurable, and eating me alive.
I'm a fortune hunter, not a doctor.
I don't need a doctor anymore. But I do need a fortune hunter.
I lied about my father, Captain, but not his lost fortune. That's real. And thanks to all those starship upgrades, it's yours. You have the only starship in the galaxy equipped to travel where the fortune was lost. No one else can reach it.
There is a region of space beyond the Outer Rim, called the Long Shadow. There are no stars, no light, no life. Just a derelict starship drifting into a massive black hole. My fortune waits for you there.
You're completely sure now?
The starship in question has belonged to my family for a very long time. I will give you the coordinates to the derelict vessel. You'll fly into the Long Shadow and board it. Retrieve the vessel's reliquary and bring it here. Risha will take a single item. The rest is yours.
I don't even know what reliquary means.
Think of it as a treasure chest filled with the sort of wealth that never goes out of style. My daughter will stay here. I have things to tell her, and my time grows short.
I'd wish you good luck, but I know you don't need it.
Enjoy your family reunion. I'm off to get rich.
The derelict vessel is at these coordinates. Go now.
Warning, hull integrity failing. This vessel is entering the Singularity's event horizon.
I'm thinking we should make this quick, Captain.
Sure seems that way.
Vessel disintegration imminent. All crew advised to abandon ship.
Biological entities identified. Beginning mandatory royal edict playback.
I, King Eric Draen III, find my throne under attack. Traitors aim to take what rightfully belongs to me. The wealth of Dubrillion will not fall into the hands of my enemies. Instead, I will remove it from their reach. My royal executioner droid will sabotage this vessel's hyperdrive and exterminate you, the crew, to ensure there is no rescue. You served me well in life. In death, you will serve me better. Goodbye, my subjects.
Royal edict playback complete. Initiating execution protocols.
Stand down, droid. Your ruler sent me here.
Internal chrono estimates King Eric Draen III has been deceased 106 years. Your statement is unlikely.
I knew this conversation was gonna end badly.
Executing now.
That ought to fix you.
Hey, Captain. Bet you're surprised to see me.
I'm only surprised you have the guts to face me in person.
Let's say you've earned my personal attention. See, I've always believed if you can't beat him, join him, and then beat him. So, I stowed away back on Nar Shaddaa. Funny thing about Wookiees, they got great big lungs. It only takes a couple of breaths of happy gas to knock one out.
I don't need Bodar to kill you.
Skavik, I want my Blast Tech All-25 back. I want my Torchy.
You have a real single-minded devotion to your toys, kid. It's gonna get you killed. I want to be civil about this. Sure, you've made my life miserable, but I don't hold a grudge. Really.
I've been wanting to kill you since Ord Mantell.
Captain, I've been meaning to ask. Did you happen to... when you fought Skavik, was Torchy there?
She's all yours, Corso. Use her in good health.
Oh, Torchy! It's good to have you back, girl. I'm not letting another man touch you ever again. Thank you, Captain.
Zero esu karzo, ani agloktak afas emelkintik.
I wasn't using it anyway. Besides, our captain has returned.
You made it. Open this thing before it's too late.
Give me the reliquary. I want to see these treasures before I die.
I buried Skavik in that black hole, by the way. Long story.
Who is this Skavik?
He's nobody.
I'll enter the code my father taught me. And there. Such a simple act to fulfill a lifetime of effort.
Congratulations, Captain. Nock Draen's lost fortune is yours.
With one exception. Take the crown, Risha. Claim your birthright. Restore the Drayan dynasty as rulers of Dubrillion. Wear the crown and rule that world.
Your whole crazy treasure hunt has been to get some kingdom back?
Our kingdom. And revenge on the usurpers who stole our throne.
Remember those assassins on Tatooine? They were sent by the current king of Dubrillion to end me.
This king isn't gonna roll over just because you have the crown.
The crown of Dubrillion commands the respect of millions. She'll have plenty of allies.
Will they be enough, Father? Can I really do this?
If you're going to rule a world, Risha, you'll have to do questionable things. This is my final lesson to you. The Spacer has fulfilled her purpose. Dispose of her, and keep the reliquary's treasures for yourself.
Kill me, just like your grandfather killed the crew of that ship?
This wealth is designed for royalty, not usurpers or fortune hunters.
No, Father. I won't kill her. She's my friend.
You, useless child, spent too many years without my guidance. You're weak, powerless. Everything I've done, the blood I've spilled, for nothing. This is not how it's supposed to end.
Dispose of my father's body as he instructed, Dr. Chayla. You are released from my family service. I'm sorry you had to see that, Captain. My father was sick.
I appreciate you not trying to kill me.
After all you've done, that would have been highly ungrateful. You're a wealthy woman, Captain. That reliquary holds more than just family heirlooms. Merchants will be killing each other to buy what you're selling. Not sure what I'm supposed to do now. Everyone I've met from Dubrillion has tried to kill me. I don't have an army or a star fleet. I'm supposed to take over a whole planet with just a crown.
I'm sure we'll come up with a brilliant plan, Your Highness.
I have a feeling you're just in it for the money, but I can live with that. I'll make sure all the right people hear what you did today, Captain. It's the least I can do. Besides, famous starship captains attract profitable opportunities, and queens in training can never have too many credits. Let's hit the hyperlanes. Thanks for letting me stay on with your crew, Captain. I plan to be a very generous queen to all my friends.
I can see we're gonna get along just fine, Your High Exaltedness.
Don't start with that. Risha will do fine. For now. Every captain needs a good first mate. Corso doesn't know what it takes to run a starship. But I do. Considering the light years you've been racking up, I suggest a hyperdrive overhaul and a sublight engine tune-up. Which do you want first?
The last thing we need is to get stranded in deep space. Keep my hyperdrive hyper.
Consider it done. I'll be indispensable before you know it. Bet you were surprised to see I can hold my own in a fight. I'm pretty good with a blaster. My father taught me to shoot when I was 4 years old.
My kid will be born with a blaster in one hand and credits in the other.
Sorry, I was just imagining you with a child. Father wanted me self-sufficient as early as possible. Said I'd need it to survive. He was right. I still remember the day he told me he was going to sleep for a while. Said I was on my own.
Nock was in that carbonite for a decade. Weren't you still counting birthdays on one hand?
I was 11. Made my first solo hyperspace jump and flew to Dantooine. Father had a hideout there. Talk about your one bantha planets. For a few years, Dantooine's population was doubled thanks to me and Father frozen in carbonite.
You talk a lot about Nock, but you've never mentioned your mother.
She died when I was young. I don't remember her. Looking back, I should have been miserable. But it was just a big adventure. Speaking of which, we're overdue for some more excitement. What do you say we get back to our latest caper?